Welcome back to another tutorial of CesiumJS in the GIS World Academy. In this short video, I'm going to talk about visualization of point cloud data as 3D tiles in Cesium, filtering 3D tiles, and finally applying symbology and filtering on both CityGML and point cloud data. Also, I want to say a special thanks to Cesium to support this series of tutorials. So, if you're excited, let's get started. Before I start coding, I want to show you the result of this tutorial. So these are the buildings of the previous session. So right now I have already added one button. Here we have a panel. So here you can switch between different type of groups. So it is exactly the same as the previous tutorial without any changes. But right now here we have different type of filters that we want to work with it in this tutorial. You can see with one click, you can see how powerfully and easily Cesium filter the point clouds, and you can see the vegetations and the trees of this area. It's really really wonderful. So you can see how perfectly all these images. Maybe I can just turn them off and then turn them on. You can see, wow, it's really great. Or here you can see how perfectly Cesium can classify these point clouds, and you can see all of them in this area. Yeah, it's really wonderful, and also the speed. Then we have the water class, and after that we have the bridge class. So here you can see these are the points cloud of the bridge, and here it's all of the data. And when I click on these buttons, all of the point clouds will be disappear. So if you are excited, let's continue this tutorial to create such a great application. Like all of our previous tutorials, here is the folder structure, and you can see some data. I have already added some data for you. Here is the one CityGML data. It's for Munster. It's one of the cities in Germany. So which completely you can find a lot of open data for that. So here it's a CityGML data, and it's a point cloud data. You can access it in our GitHub repository, or if you want it, just search a Moonstar in Google, and then you can access to the portal, and you can download all of the open Germany's open data. Here it is the final code. So if you can just we will continue it later together. And here is the start. So if you want to start coding with me, just copy paste this file. Sorry, just copy paste this file in one folder and start coding with me. And then also I have already added a cdn code of this one if you don't want to do it with the webpack or npm or such a thing. So just also you can take a look at this one. Okay, let's start coding together. This is exactly the same code of the last tutorial. We want to add the point cloud to this code. I really recommend you, if you didn't check the previous tutorial, first of all, take a look at it shortly and then open the start folder and code with me. So the first step is installing the requirements. So our node module has already been created. Perfect. Then npm start. Nice. So then after that, I need the Firefox. So I will go to localhost. Yeah, perfect. So you can see this is exactly the same thing that we had in the previous tutorial. Instead of the two buttons, I have just one button, and then you can see that the colors of building can easily change. Okay, so I don't need this one right now, so I will close it. The next part is maybe we can take a look at our code structure. So here it's index.html. It is a super easy thing. The only thing I have already added that panel. So you can just take a look at the code. So it's not there is nothing really difficult. Everything is from the bootstrap. Then here you can see that here it is our two buttons. So here it is our train and the roof part. And here in these sections, we are adding our different type of the filters: trees, water, bridge, and the all data. Okay. Back to the index.js file, I have already added some to-dos. for this tutorial. So if you want, maybe you can take a look at them. You can do it by yourself. Otherwise, we can code it together. So any part that you should change any things, you should follow these yeah, suggestions or yeah, to-dos. Okay, let's start. The first thing, adding a point cloud to the viewer. Okay, so in that case, I need to find asset ID. So here I have this asset ID file. So first of all, I should change it to the, so I will take it, grab it into the array, and I will assign it to CityGML. Okay, great. Also, we have another one which is called point cloud. Okay, so let me just give 10, and then after that we can take a look at it. And also I should refactor this part, rename to the asset IDs. Yes, do the refactor. Great. So we have right now the two numbers. So let's now open the Cesium and then upload the point cloud and then get another asset ID file.
An account is completely free, so if you don't have any account, please create it. And after that, you will see this page, and after that, go to the asset files, and you can see these are all of my data. Yes, so you can see that this is a new CityGML data that I have already added. Just click on this button, then you can see the data, and then you can see how the data is perfectly clamped on the Cesium surface. And also point cloud, the same, it's wonderful. You can see, yeah, it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, then so if you want to add the point cloud, it is exactly same as CityGML and even easier. Just go to the add files. So I have it in my download folder. So here it is, this part, it is at this part name, this city name, and then you can just take how many files as you want and then just open. So here you can see everything will be open, and even as soon as you click on the button, everything will be loaded. Okay, because I have already did it, so I don't want to repeat it once more because it takes a little bit time. Then here I will grab this code, one-stop point cloud, copy it, so we don't need it anymore. So back to our pie chart. Okay, so here just I should paste it exactly here, and asset IDs. Perfect. So I think we don't need any more Cesium config file. So I will jump to the index.js file. The first step is here it is the tile set. I should just refactor it to rename, sorry, CityGML. And then also here I should just click CityGML. Then I will duplicate it, and then instead of CityGML we need point cloud. Also here it should be point cloud. Then definitely I should add it. Then the same thing, duplicate this one, and tile set point cloud. So check our implementation up to this point. So localhost 880. So perfect. You can see this is exact simulation. So as we had in the, and visualization as we have in the Cesium IN. So I don't need it. So because I'm recording, I should close it because it takes a lot of resource from my PC. Okay. After that, we have already mentioned that not visualize point cloud in the start. It is again easy. title style point cloud dot show equal to false. Perfect. Okay, then the next step is we should go to the number to classify the point clouds in the four category. So before doing it, we should jump into the title style manager, and in the title style manager, I need a new function called point cloud style. Yes, and for the point cloud style, I need the three classes. So class name, and after that we need, so what is the this classification number? You can name it category or anything that you want. And also we need, for example, what would be the color for this class. Okay, so then I will assign some predefined values, number one, and also predefined value as a green. So in that case, we don't need to add these values for when the radio value is all, because right now we have four values. Yes, one of them is a tree, water, bridge, and all. And also in the index.html, we have it as a radio tree, radio water, radio bridge, and all. Okay. So back to the code. Then the first step is we should check if class name equal to radio all. So if the class name is equal to radio all, I will grab exactly this part of the code. And definitely you can see we have a little bit right now duplication between this part and this part, and definitely you can refactor the code. But we want to just, I want to just visualize and show you the functionality, so you don't want to pay too much attention to these things. Okay, so here I will just remove it, and instead of the roof class, classification. So I made a mistake in the spelling, and after that we get the color index and so on. Also, we don't need this one because I have already give the value to all of the point clouds colors. So then here we have again tile set. So back to the top of the class, here we have a tile set. Again, I want to refactor it to again tile set CityGML. And also I need tile set point cloud. Then I should say that this dot tile set point cloud to the point cloud. Great. So let me check. Oh, why here it is not changed? Okay. So just copy it and then refactor name, paste it here, then refactor, do the refactor, perfect. So tileset CityGML. So here in the point cloud data, so the first thing is here, so I should change it to tileset point cloud, tileset point cloud, and I think the rest is fine. The next step is we are giving the tileset point cloud color condition, and also we need a show query. For this one, no, we don't need that. No, show query. It is the for the next one that we want to filter it according to the tree and water. I think everything is fine here. So maybe we can check our implementation again after this point. Okay, back to the browser, localhost. Yes, everything works until here. Okay, Then also we need to back to the file, make it as a true. Yeah, perfect. You can see that the point clouds are visualized, but we forgot. Here it should be true, and also here I forgot to assign the value. So point cloud style, then the first value it should be radio on. Okay, let's check it once more. Refresh. Then we have a problem in the styling. So let's check what is the result and what is the reason of this warning. Back to the code. So here we have already assigned it to the radio all, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then, so here it is the problem of the tile set. Here we have already assigned it to two values, and then here it should be tile set point cloud. I think the problem should be solved right now. Refresh it once more, and yes, the point cloud has a one color. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I will open a new tab, and I don't want it to keep it open. Okay, so this part it's done. Then we go to the tile style manager and write the else condition. In the else condition, we should say that const, then we have color condition equal to, and then here we need a class, and then so then also we need a parenthesis open, and also I need a dollar sign exactly. So here I need a classification which is equal to, then I will assign the class number, and after that we have a comma, and then we need color, then we need a single quote, and then sorry, first of all we should open the parentheses, and then we need a single quote, then it should be plus class color, and then plus, then we need again double quote, then single quote, and we should close the parentheses. Okay, here is the color. So here it is the color condition. Then we need const show query is equal to. So again, we want to write a query in the Cesium. So maybe we can check first of all the Cesium quick start, then here in the style and filtering. So maybe I can just so first about a feature. So here you can see it is exactly same as other geospatial application like a QGIS. So if you wanna to call any feature, so you should also call the feature which the building column or field is equal to a residential or this one. So we want to exactly implement the same thing. We want to say that the classification equal to, for example, number 1, for example, which is water, or number 9, which is for example, bridge or such a things. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump into our code. So here again, I need a curly braces, and also I need a dollar sign. Here it should be feature feature of classification feature of classification should be equal to class number. Okay, it's fine. Then the last step is this dot apply settings. So this dot tileset point cloud. Then we need color condition, color condition, and finally we need a show query. But we don't have this show query here in our apply settings. I will add here as a show, and I give a default value as a true. So other conditions, for example this one, you should have any error for these type of things. And then here the true value sorry, not true value, the show value should be equal to show. We will assign show to the show value of these apply settings, which is coming from Cesium 3D tile settings. Okay, so I think our code is fine. So let's check our implementation again. So for example, we need a radio, for example 3, then we will give 1, and then we will give green. Okay, let's back there, localhost. Yeah, perfect. You can see how perfectly Cesium can visualize all these the tree vegetation or point clouds. Yeah, you can see how beautifully separate everything. Okay, it's fine. Let's go to the rest of our code and activate these buttons. Before completing our code, maybe I can just remove these to-dos. So I don't need this part, and also here it has not been done, and also this part. And also I think in the config file I have another to do, so also we can check it exactly. Here we have a to do part. Yeah, okay, so let me check here. So here we have all of our to do's, to do number 3 and to do number 2. Okay, and we should remove them later. Okay, to do number 2. So in this case, so document dot, maybe I can just go to the next line, dot query selector dot query selector all, and then after that I need and input. So the input value should have a name equal to classification, and then for all of these classification values I need a for each. So and then I want to give a radio, then we need an arrow function for that. Great. Then for each radio dot add event listener. So with the when we are calling the change, I need to call event, and after that for each event, first of all I should say that tileset dot point cloud dot show is equal to true, and then after that if event dot target dot id is equal to radio all, then I need some functions to add some function. So style.manager dot point cloud style. So the only thing we need, or maybe we can just start with radio tree, and then we can put the radio all to the condition. So here we are passing radio tree, then number one and green value. Great. Then we have else if condition. So else if event dot target dot id is equal to radio water, then style manager dot point cloud radio water. What is the number of that? It is 9, and then the color should be blue. Then else if and then what should be the condition of that? Event dot target dot id is equal to radio breach. Then here we have style manager dot point cloud style radio breach, and the number is 17, and also instead of the green we are assigning to brown. Otherwise, so the else condition, so style manager point cloud style, and here we need radio all, and also I don't need the rest of the code. Perfect. Oh, again I think Cesium PyCharm messed up my code. Okay, now it looks better. Okay, I don't know why PyCharm convert everything automatically to backslash and okay, semicolon. So it's fine. Let's check our implementation again up to this point. Let's see our filters are working properly. Okay, great. The first step, we have these point clouds. Let's fix it right now. Here it should be false. Great. Then back to the code, refresh. So here we don't have any point clouds. Beautiful. Then when we have tree will come, water and breach. Sorry. And now all the data. And then the next step is when we are clicking on this button, so point cloud should be disappear. Now the last to do part, so also this one is done. Let me remove it. And then the last to do part is all the radio buttons should be unchecked. Okay, I think it is also easy. Let me just again also remove this one. So grab this part of the code inside the curly braces, and then the first thing is tileset point cloud dot the show is equal to false. Sorry, let's change the implementation. Let me check everything is fine, and the prettier doesn't mix everything up. Okay, perfect. Then we need also a function to uncheck because we have right now the two variables and two buttons. Then I will create a one function which is called unchecked radio buttons. Okay, then so I will assign it to one arrow function. So perfect. So in this one, I should just call again the document done, then select all queries, exactly the same input that we have already add here. So I will grab this part of the code and put it here. Then for each, so for each radio, I need to do the following: radio dot checked equal to false. I think everything should looks fine. The only thing it remains, we should add uncheck all radio buttons, and in this part again I will grab this part of the code inside the curly braces, then tileset dot point cloud dot show equal to false, and also unchecked all the radio buttons. Great. Okay, let's check our implementation up to this point. So I need Chrome, I closed it, local host. Okay, so we have our buildings without any point cloud. It's fine. The colors can be changed. Okay, perfect. So here it's the trees, water, and then here this one is bridge, and then all the data. As soon as I'm clicking on these buttons, all the point cloud will be removed. Okay, I think it's enough for today. Again, thanks a lot for your time and all of your attentions. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment it in the comment section below. See you all in the next video. Bye.